So I would say Fortnite content as a whole is doing the worst it's probably ever been. Now, whether that is just to a lack of care towards um, the game as a whole by the players, right? Nobody's watching the content, but why? Why is that? I kind of have an idea, but I don't at the same time, right? I'm not very big. I don't really see, like, oh, Fortnite's trending downwards. I don't get the effects of that. I get, like, 5 views a video, right? But anyways, I think some of the stuff that can just kind of generally help out the content creation side of the game, as well as the game in popularity. Like, obviously the game's doing fine. It's not gonna die. 1.6 million players as of, like, the last hour. That's good. That's really good. 1.9 in the last 24 hours? And that's just the peak. That's not counting everybody that's coming on and off, right? That's not counting the people who play for a little bit. But anyways, some of the stuff I think that can just generally help content creation, as well as, you know, the game itself and popularity, is just give us more creative content than what you're doing, right? I want to see less collabs. Obviously, I know collabs are a good thing for short-term success, right? You can make a quick headline out of it. Leakers are very, very popular. But at the end of the day, that doesn't sell long-term success. You know, people are only going to play the game for a day or two, and then quit playing again until the next collab they want comes out and releases, and repeat the exact same thing again and again and again. That's not good for sustaining growth. So yeah, I want less collabs in the game. Obviously, you can have collabs. You can have your cake and eat it too with Fortnite. But, I want them to focus more on the gameplay side of the game, right? When I think of, like, the most fun I've had recently in Fortnite, it's the seasons that are just wacky. You know, the Marvel season and Wrecked specifically. I know those aren't the best seasons, but I like them. I think they're fun. They're creative seasons, that really shake up the gameplay. Another season I think of is the Star Wars season, right? Another one of those, like, less fun, less popular, but more fun seasons. I think getting rid of the mainline guns for the chapter and just using Star Wars weapons was a cool idea, right? Do more of that. If you're gonna do collabs, do them right. Do them like that season. Obviously, you know, there was not a ton of content that came out after launch. You got a little bit every season. Or every week, my bad. But then again, I also think of something like The Simpsons, right? If you're going to do collabs, do them good, do them right. They should be gameplay changing, right? And not in the way South Park is. I think South Park did it wrong, right? There is so much you could have pulled from South Park, kind of like Simpsons, that they just didn't pull from. Obviously, like, I want to see content creators get skins and all that. That's fine. I'm fine with just one-off little things too, but not to the extreme that they are doing recently. I think they need to slow down. Not because they're gonna run out. God no, they'll never run out of stuff to collab for. But just because it's too much. You're spending way too much effort, money, and time on collabs that, you know, obviously people are gonna buy, and obviously Epic is a business, but it's not helping, right? Yeah, you'll make your money, but you don't have any long-term success there. And the second part that kind of will help again is if we just kind of get a sense of community again, right? I think back to 2018, 2019, early 2020. You know, the World Cup, stuff like that. You know, stuff that just kind of generally creates a community around you, as well as listening to the player base. I cannot emphasize how much other games listen to their player bases, and it really helps. Unless it's Marvel Rivals. God, do I hate Rivals players. And that's coming from somebody who plays the game. But games like Arc Raiders and Helldivers, as far as I know, listen to their communities and balance things out accordingly. Fortnite is no longer one of those games. As much as I like Fortnite, as much as I play and enjoy the game at times, it's weird, right? I'm having a stroke, my bad. But yeah, please just listen to your community, Epic. You won't be watching this video, but I'm still going to talk to you. Listen to your community. They know just some of the right stuff to get your game going right. You want people to play your game long term. Listen to the people who play the game. Not everybody, right? Obviously, there's some stupid ideas in the world, like removing shockwaves. Why did we do that? But yeah, I think balancing, bringing in guns people want to see, like, as well as just, obviously, you have an infinite pool of old stuff that you have made that you can bring back at any given moment. But experiment. I think the arc lightning gun is really fun. Is it balanced? Fuck no. But it's fun, right? It's something completely different. We've never really seen a lightning gun in the game. Obviously, yes, there is the Zeppelin, if we're counting that. But it's just, it's interesting, it's fun, it's creative, right? Do more stuff like that. Quit focusing so heavily on your collabs. But yeah, do all that. What else do you think then they could implement into the game that would make it better? Whether it's you know, just maybe you want them to just add more collabs. That is fully your right to do. But yeah, do all that stuff other people tell you to do, and if you're going to purchase the 900 collabs in the shop, use somebody's code. I don't have one, so you can't use mine. So use somebody's, whether it's ninjas or ciphers or clicks, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch YouTube content, or I don't watch Fortnite content. Yeah, just let me know. And do all that. I don't know how to end these still.